Hey everyone, welcome to match 1 of 3 of Temur Turns. In this match we are playing against Niv to Light. Deck Tech was posted this morning, so the link is in the description of this video if you want to check that out and seeing the new iteration of Temur Turns. It used to be called Temur Warp Mid-Range. Deck Tech that last year. Got some nice new toys, some nice upgrades since last time. So let's ramp ourselves here. Could ramp ourselves again next turn, which is fantastic. Cleansing Wildfire. Alright. That's always great. Just a reminder as we wait for our opponent to do stuff. If you're not a patron, check out the Patreon link in the description of this video. Check out the patron rewards. Would really appreciate your support. Patron rewards are basically rewards that patrons get at the end of every year. The longer you're a patron, the more reward you get. And eventually, you get more out than you put in. It's basically how the math works out. Plus, all the money that I make from Patreon is actually going straight back into the channel because I'm using all that money to buy more sealed product, which I'm opening up on the channel and giving away. So it's just kind of like, you know, I'm just using Patreon to be able to make that fully sustainable. That's really the goal of Patreon, and not to put money into my bank account, literally. So check out Patreon, check out the tiers. Would really appreciate your support. Alright, so Ren and 6 got bolted, but it's okay, we have a backup. Plus Tamiyo is the real threat here, let's be honest. So let's spin the wheel. We don't get Time Warp, but that is not a downside. Getting some meat on Tamiyo is also part of the deal here. And by meat, I mean more loyalty. Alright, well, that's a nice draw here. Savor the moment. But let's just not freak out here for a second. Let's do some proper math. So yeah, I think Ren makes sense. Let's go get a land. And let's play that land. Now, it's risky here because our opponent's at 5 mana. We get 2 Time Warps, which is great, but the risk here is that our opponent might just go combo off here. And if they do, well, we lose. Almost certainly. It really depends how they combo off, I suppose. Or it depends what they go get. Let's see. Bring to Light. It's going to resolve. We got nothing here. Valakut. I mean, Valky, I mean... So Tybalt the Imposter is not really that big of a deal. This is not the end game for us. So now our opponent's going to have some real issues because they have, I assume, no way to counter what we're about to do. We are going to ramp here. You can see I was really afraid of Tybalt, and I'm not 100% certain that I'm going to get the lock here. So I'm just kind of hedging. And I have a backup Ren and 6, I suppose, which is fine. So I'm just going to take out Tybalt. And we're going to get another extra turn. And let's just keep rinsing and repeating here. So at this point, I wouldn't say I have the lock just yet, but we're on the way there. And we have enough Time Warps that I think we are in. So we just need to keep doing this over and over again. Ren and 6 is eventually going to ultimate, and what's great is that we have a backup Ren and 6 as well, so we could just ultimate once it's at 7, it'll die off, and we'll just recast a new Ren. Alright, yeah, this is game over. Yeah. This is now game over. Our opponent has no way out of this. They may not have noticed yet, but I think they're just letting us do it, which is fair. I mean, I would let my opponent play this out as well, because I could always make a mistake, which is possible. Although I would really have to be stupid to make a mistake at this point. Actually, well, you know what? I don't. That's not. I'm totally capable of making a mistake here. Alright, so now I'm out of lands to fetch. There's basically nothing left to fetch. Which is fine. We're going to keep Time Warping here. And again, we just have to search for a threat. I mean, Ice Fang is as good as anything. I mean, we could just keep attacking. We could just keep dealing 2 damage every turn. Okay, and we could keep bolting as well. There we go. That was worth it. We're drawn to another land. Doesn't really matter here. We could even type Tarmogoyf now. Yeah. And we get it. Beautiful. Saves us some time. And now we have the clock. Yeah, okay, there we go. Our opponent finally conceded. I think they understood now what's going on. So what do we bring against Niftalite? It's actually hard. There's not much here. Cleansing Wildfire, in retrospect, I don't think really makes a difference here. The worst thing, the best thing that it could do is that it throws them off a color, so it slows them down a turn. So I guess it's fair. Reality Shift to deal with any potential, creatures like Nimizet that they bring down. That would be a problem. Again, now in retrospect, I'm not sure if Reality Shift was really necessary. But let's see. Let's see. If the best they're going to bring out is Tibalt, then... yeah. I don't think we have much to be concerned about. This hand is such a trap. You definitely don't keep it. That's a mulligan if I ever saw one. So against this kind of combo deck, I'm actually slightly more... Oh boy, that was really, really bad. We're going to mulligan to 5 here. Okay, we're going to keep this. Ugh, this is rough. Yeah, this is rough, but I don't want to give up these pieces. Yeah, there we go. Stick to the core. You see, here I'm even thinking maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, okay. Fine. Keep some ramp, I suppose. It really doesn't make a difference. So we drew a land anyway. Yeah, so I'm not too concerned about this type of combo deck if the best they're going to do is bring out Tibalt. Like, I mean, you got to do more than that. So we can get a... No, we can't get a free turn here. But we can get rid of 6. Which will give us our land. Might as well attack. So let's see. So we're just going to go through our paces here. Get our Tamiyo out. Spin the wheel. Alright, that's fine. We are still ahead here. Our opponent basically has nothing until they get the 5 lands, so they better start interacting with us or else there's going to be a problem. Sure. Fires of Invention. There we go. And let's get our free turn. Yeah, we have to get our free turn here. We need to explore next turn. And using Arbor Elf intelligently, I suppose. So my guess here is we will put a land onto the battlefield. Sorry, we'll play Explore, put a land on the battlefield. Hopefully draw into a Time Warp. That would be great. Even another Saver at the moment would be fine. So you can see I'm getting rid of all the lands from my deck as much as possible. Because I don't want to draw into a land. Time Warp. Oh, we got it. Beautiful. So we got a free turn. Perfect. Still need to draw into a threat here. but we will eventually. Another Ren, and now we can ultimate, and it's game over. Yeah. I actually don't even need to do that. Okay, yeah, okay, so I'm doing the smart thing. So I'm just going to up Ren again, then ultimate next turn, and then it's truly game over, because then we have a full lock. I mean, the 2-4 there is just going to slow things down a bit. So there we go. So now we have 3 lands in hand, and we will never run out, thanks to Ren. And that's it. This is the full lock. So this is, you know, can't get out of this, essentially. I'm probably going to type Tarmogoyf here, because I don't need any more Time Warps. No Tarmy, that's okay. Just keep doing it over and over and over again. That's the beauty of it. Yeah. So here we go, +1, take a land back. We can cast Time Warp as many times as we want. Let's search for another Tarmogoyf. No Tarmogoyf. It's alright, just gonna keep casting it. So this is the full lock. Here you go, folks. Fires of Invention really help. Okay, there we go. Finally gave up. So yeah, our opponent had literally no way out of that. I couldn't even mess that up. I mean, unless I consciously messed it up. So there we go. Nice little lock. Niv Delight had no chance. That's just satisfying. I don't know, it's satisfying. Because, I mean, if our opponent had any form of interaction in their deck, they could stop us. But they don't. And they paid the price. So there we go. We've got the win. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought. I think this is a pretty good example of how this deck works. So I think this is a fun match to share with you all. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Enjoy my content in general. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, share my content on social media. You know, watch my content start to finish like you're doing right now. All of that stuff really goes a long way. You know, helps me beyond measure. So thank you for that. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you want to support me on Patreon, check out the link in the description. Check out how you can get basically, you know, money back in form of rares and mythics, and eventually getting more for the same amount that you're putting in. So yeah, would really appreciate your support there, helping my sealed product purchasing be self-sustainable for this channel. Thanks, and have a good one.